Hey ladies, super quick video. Just wanted to come on and give you a word of encouragement when it comes to separating from your mediocre friends. Let's come out strong, okay? And for a lot of you ladies, especially you guys are young, you guys are in your 20s, maybe your early 30s, and you can feel this stretch in your spirit that you want to grow more, you want to do more, but the people around you are not heading in that same direction. They don't have the same level of ambition that you do. They don't have the same vision that you do. And you keep finding yourself in this cycle of you're trying to move forward, but you just keep falling back into the same similar patterns. It's your environment, okay? It's your environment. When you have people around you who are okay with the status quo, they're okay being mediocre in different areas. I don't think everyone's mediocre in everything. I think some people are great at being lazy. But maybe there's a specific thing that you want to grow in. Maybe you want to grow in, for example, your presentation. But the women around you, they don't wear any makeup. They don't do their hair. They don't put any type of intentionality into their presentation. They just buy stuff because it's on sale. They really have no care at all, and they don't value this. And you are trying to live up to a higher standard, but you feel bad because, oh, these are the women that I grew up with, that I stayed around, and they know me and they were there. I get it. And I said this on my social media, but I said drop them. And when I say drop them, I'm not sitting here saying just cut people off cold turkey and not have any type of grace, right? And when I say grace, I'm not talking about grace to keep walking as closely as you are with them, but I'm saying that don't block them. But when I say drop them, you need a new set of friends so that they can help you to instill that new identity. You need to be around people who have a higher standard than the people that you currently are with. If you're with women who they are fine, again, being mediocre in their femininity, they're fine being mediocre when it comes to homemaking. They're fine being mediocre when it comes to their relationships, to their personal development, to the way that they think. And you know, there's so much more in me. I can be better. I want to get to the next level. You're going to have to separate, right? And some women, you're going to delay yourself, okay? I just know, like, I've seen it too many times. Women, they delay themselves because they have big hearts. God bless you, right? You have a big heart and you want the people around you to come up with you. I know a lot of women like that. They're like, oh, but I'm going up and I want women to come up with me. Or, oh, I really like this person. This person is a good person, but they're down here and I'm going up here. You are going to slow yourself down. The better thing to do, the wise thing to do, is to get there first. Because if you're not even at the position or at the standard that you're setting, the new standard that you're setting for yourself, but you keep looking back to women who are not at that level and they are, and you're not there and you're trying to give them resources. Hey, look at this article, look at this video. You're trying to send them me, and you've sent them my videos, my podcast already, like what, 3 times already. They're like, oh yeah, that's interesting. But you look at their life and what has changed? Nothing. They don't want to grow. They're not there yet, which is fair. Everyone has their own pace of grace. And there's nothing wrong with your friends having their own pace of grace. But ultimately, you are going higher. If you're spending all of your time, you're talking to your friends, you have a group chat, you're talking to them every single day, right? Every single day you're talking on the phone, you're spending hours. Like, I really want you to audit how much time are you spending with this group of people. And you need to spend less time with them. I'm not saying cut them off completely, but when I say drop them, it really has to be so significant. And you have to replace your current friends with more higher quality friends. You have to replace those friends with women who are already walking in the identity that you want to walk in. So if you want to be more feminine, okay, well, if your friends are rude, crass, they lack decorum, I get it. Oh, this is how they were raised. I understand, you know what I'm saying? And that's them. That's their standard. But ultimately, you need to find women who are a little bit more classier, women who are ladies. If you are trying to lose weight, you're trying to break maybe generational curses of obesity in your family, and you're trying to be more fit, you want to be in the best shape of your life, but the women around you are overweight, obese, eating McDonald's, eat fast food, they really let themselves go, they lack complete discipline when it comes to food, why are you around them? If you want to be in a better shape, you want to be, especially if you're a single woman and you want to position yourself for a higher caliber of man, because higher caliber men, they have a stricter weight and fitness requirement than men who are average or maybe even below average, right? And so if you're trying to position yourself and you're trying to marry hypergamously, okay. If you have women around you telling you, oh, you don't need to do that, and oh, the BMI scale, that's for white people, and you know, we had this tradition, da, 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 da. They don't want to modify their food. I'm not saying that you need to cut off cultural food completely, but they don't want to modify anything. They don't want to do anything differently. And they don't exercise, they don't go to the gym, they're not fit, but you want to, right? But you want to do something differently. It would benefit you to spend less time with those friends, stop eating out with those friends who can't put down their plate. And you need to find women who are slim, who are fit, who have healthier eating habits so that you can now begin to gravitate to that new identity. If you have women around you, if you want to start wearing more makeup so that you can look more presentable, you want to look more polished, you want to look more refined, and you have women saying, oh, why are you wearing makeup? We're just going out to brunch. Why do you got to do all that? Women don't mind you doing good. They just don't want you doing better than them. So if you have friends, you have friends who are not in agreement, or they're not in that same place, you need to find friends who are gonna sit here and tell you, sis, your eyebrows ain't done, right? You need friends who are gonna sit here and ask you, do you have a different lipstick that you can use? Who are gonna help you fix it. It's like, how about we wear our hair differently? Why don't we wear our hair down? We're about to go out. We all want to look at the same level of attractiveness. They're the ones who are going to be inspiring you, giving you beauty tips, beauty advice. You're like, hey guys, I just did this. I have this coupon for this facial, or I'm going to get my makeup done here. I'm going to do my hair here, whatever, right? You want women who have a higher standard when it comes to their presentation than the women you're already around. All right. So again, drop them. Drop them, replace them, spend less time with them. Find a group of women that is going the direction that you're going. So hopefully this helps. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.